Hello, YouTube. Welcome to my channel, Unique Sports Talk. Hey, this one is a leftover from last week. I have to admit, I made a mistake and I didn't record this. So here it is. I'm going to just go through it quickly. A couple of my friends came up, but you know what? I'm going to come out tomorrow and put a video that's up to date, the 41st episode. So this is the 40th from last week. So I'm giving it to you now just so I can, complete the cycle. I'm gonna go through a few things. We know that last week, football season was started. When I had a prelude to the top 5 games. But anyway, like, share, and subscribe to this channel. You know what? This is one of my mistakes, but I'm glad I get a chance to go through this thing and put it out for you. And I have fun with the sports channel. So tomorrow will be another video. And it's every week at 7 o'clock. I have a few friends up sometime to do it solo, like I'm going to do today. And we just go through some sports topics that I pick out of the air. There's always something going on in sports and all sports. So that's what I like. And I'm sure you guys like it. So I appreciate any support to the channel. Like, share, and subscribe. If you listen to any part of this recording, hit the like button. Just hit the like button. That'll do me some good service to throw this through the algorithm. I'd appreciate it. Just like it. Even if you don't comment, hit the like button. It costs you nothing. Anyway, so here goes. We're going to get this thing popping. And I always start my video on a sports bar with On the Swivel at the Sports Bar theme song.
The vibe, come together, feel that rise. Watch the game while the beat flows. At the sports bar where anything goes. Laughter and joy, we're in the zone. On the swivel at the sports bar. Cheering loud, feeling like a star. Good times left earned every score. On the swivel. And soulful sounds. Feel the rhythm, it's where joy's found. Ooh. With every cheer we come alive. Come on in, let's thrive and jive. In this moment we find our groove. Ooh. On the swivel at the sports bar. Cheering loud, feeling like a star.
How you guys doing? You're on the Swivel at the Sports Bar. Like I said, this is the second season, 40th episode. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Like the video. If you listen to any part of this video, just hit the like button for me. Do me a favor. So we're going to get it all kicked off. This should be real quick. My videos are usually an hour or a little bit less, but this is going to be quick because it's just me today. And I'm just going to put this out there because I didn't last week, and I apologize for that. I had a big hiccup, making sure I'll never do that one again. Well, football season started last week. We know about the Thursday game. So let's just go and get to it. Here's the five top games that I picked that for the first game of the season. And at the top of the list, I was absolutely right. That Ravens-Bills game was okay. And here's my thing, was great. Here's my thing with Lamar Jackson. I like this guy, right? But the point is, he still has to come up great in the great moments. When the Bills went down and scored, Josh Allen, Allen came back. They should have went for it on fourth down, but he should have got a first down to ice the game, right? And when it was 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, they might have been on their 45-yard line. He should have told the coach, listen, coach, I know this is against your grain, but if we give this goddamn ball back to, the Buffalo Bills, they're going to score. Did anybody really have, the way Buffalo was moving the ball, what defense was going to stop them? Because certainly Baltimore's defense sucked in the second half. Right, so Lamar Jackson had to get that first down. Those three plays sucked at the end of the game. They should have went for it on the fourth down and let the chips fall where they may. All right, the Cowboys and the Eagles. The Eagles look like they're going to be in real form again this year. The Lions and the Packers. Packers won that game. The Chiefs disappointed because they thought they were going to have easy work with the Chargers. They didn't. And, of course, the Steelers beat the Jets, and the Jets had a good chance to win that game. So those were my team. Those were my top 5. What was yours? We ain't going to go through the betting thing. We don't need to. That's all in the past. College football week 2 is gone, so stay tuned for what we're going to see tomorrow. Let's get to basketball. It's an off season. The season for basketball starts in October. But, that didn't stop Marcus Morris, who had a 13-year vet, out of the league right now, gets arrested in Florida, for a gambling debt, that he owes to a casino out in Vegas, $260,000. Now, there's some dispute on how much he owes, but he spent 51 hours in jail because he was going to get extradited back to Vegas, and they wouldn't give him any bond. Now, somehow they cleared it all up, and he's out, and he's speaking his piece and how it was all a misunderstanding, this and that. But I tell you what, man, athletes and gambling and getting arrested is just a bad brew, right? He made $108,000 gross in his career. Of course, probably netted maybe 30 million, 35. That's still a lot of money, but when you're young, you could blow through that money real fast. And you got a bunch of kids too, I believe. So, hey, man, more power to him. So he's not in jail now. So, all right, back to the WNBA, and the crazy-ass delusional women that they have over there. But this one, there's a guy who covers the WNBA. Boy, he lights into him. And this is like this crazy old spotlight that they're putting on Angel Reese and highlighting how great she is as opposed to some of the mistakes she's made. Now, she has had a good season, but she still has to develop a game underneath. I think she needs to strengthen her legs, as far as I'm concerned. Her legs, she's taller than everybody, most people in there. That's why she's get those rebounds. But her balance is off when it tries to put it back up. She sometimes she reverts back to throwing the ball at the rim as opposed to making a legitimate move.
You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, I got to tell you, there's 2 videos out there right now that may literally end the WNBA. What do the kids say these days? This is diabolical. This is the nastiest of nasty work. I don't want to get sued, but if this was John the Liquidator, this shit would be spooky. I'm not even going to lie to you. Damn. Y'all ain't gonna believe the WNBA has released an Angel Reese video, one of those warning videos. I haven't watched it yet. I haven't watched it. I was like, did I just get sentailed? Did I get sentailed? No. And 41 seconds of the Fever and Valkyries game has emerged last night. And I got to tell you, I'm not sure it just set women's basketball back. I think it may have set women's sports back like 94 years. I mean, serious. I'm picturing women now out in the field somewhere in 1882, holding their dresses up, trying to kick a soccer ball. It's oh my God, seriously. Kathy Engelberg somewhere you're gonna need medicine. You're gonna need copium at the highest level. I don't even know where to start. I don't know where the hell. Let's start with Angel. Let's start with Angel because I haven't watched this yet, and I want to see it. I want to see it. Oh, here we go. Right here. Angel's Law, an unstoppable force in motion, stays in motion, especially in the paint. Your team's about to learn physics the hard way. The team is 9-30. Oh, but the sky is 9-30. Unstoppable force. Lord. Thank you, Jesus, for times like this. I mean, honestly. Here we go.
Warning. The following footage contains an unstoppable force.
The pass. Stolen, Angel Reese.
A force in the paint.
This is what Angel does.
A force on the boards.
One of the most prolific rebounders our team has ever seen.
A force all over the court. Angel Reese is a force, and your team is a very movable object. Viewer discretion is advised.
That's just Angel being Angel.
Welcome to the W.
Come on now. You know that's false advertising. Y'all false advertising.
That's so.
Where's all the missed layups at? Where's all the offensive rebounds that get put back off the misses at? What are we doing here? WNBA.
That's so
honestly
funny.
Oh, let's just a little. The first comment: defund the WNBA. God bless you. Blocked one.
All right, man. That's enough of that, man. That guy is funny, man. Go to his channel. He is pretty funny. Oh man. Anyway, so here's the standings for the WNBA. You know, they're going out to play, I think, 44 games. And you can see that Indiana is on the edge of maybe not making the playoffs. Of course, Angel Reese's team is all the way down there, 9-30 or some shit like that. But Indiana, without Caitlin Clark, you know, was just hanging on by a thread, and they might still lose to LA, might get in above them. So I gotta we'll explore that again tomorrow because the season's just about over and playoffs begin. So if they clinch that 8th spot, I haven't checked yet, but they might be close. So Angel, and then of course, this wasn't known last week, but Angel Reese is not returning even in the playoffs. She's just out for the rest of the year. I mean, can you fumble the greatness bag any more than how the NBA fumbled and WNBA fumbled not Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark? It's just mind-boggling. Anyway, I gotta remove that too early to track because baseball's coming down to the dog days of summer over, and so baseball's coming down to it. My man here, Kyle Schwarber, hits 4 home runs, last week. So we're going to look at all 4 of them.
Still first in RBIs. And that one is smoked deep to right field toward the second deck. Solo home run for Kyle Schwarber, his 46th of the year. That one is drilled deep to right field toward the pole. Gone!
I mean, that baseball looks like a beach ball to him right now.
Second home run of the night. This one a 2-run shot.
The first 3-2 pitch, and Kyle was just out in front of it, and he threw in, boy, girl, powder blue.
It kind of mixes in pretty good.
It really does.
That one's the opposite way. Profar's going back. It's carrying pretty well. It is gone.
Now, he hit a home run, and it was clear he didn't get all of it. It's clear it just was like a tip ball home run. He didn't get all of it.
It's a 3-home run night. 1-2. That one's drilled deep to right field. He has done it. 4 home runs in a game. A 3-run home run.
Well, he got all of that one. So, yeah, so the race is still on. He got 49 home runs for the season. Now, this was last week. These numbers probably changed. I'm going to go check them out and put the new numbers this week. So, here's the race. Riley, Schwarber, and Ohtani. And Ohtani is behind a little bit. So, we'll see what they look like tomorrow when I update it for episode 41. There's the baseball standings. For what they're worth. And okay, the big three is over. And I somehow I forgot to update this chart back then. I'll make it sure it's updated with the champion. All right. U.S. tennis, of course, is open. There was 2 Americans left at the time of this one, but we know that Amanda Azamova lost to our girl from the arena, beat her in the championship. I'm gonna update that for tomorrow as well, and we will have the winner, I believe, center won as well. We'll see, or we'll get it all that updated tomorrow. And okay, this is a news break that I have up here about. People say, well, how come these guys who go to the NFL or the NBA are so stupid with money? Well, they have classes for them, so there's really no excuse for these guys to be idiots other than the fact that they're young. And when you are struggling, and not at the NIL, the NILs are out, maybe these guys will get smarter a little earlier because they're going to be getting a heap of money while they're still in college. But the truth of the matter is, they have these classes to teach these guys what happens to their paycheck.
Tracked and how it works. He gets a $9.9 million signing bonus, and he gets $750,000, which is the league minimum. 10.7 mil he's getting, but now he got to pay Uncle Sam. Federal taxes are $4 million. Then state taxes in Michigan are almost $700,000. And then he's got to pay something called the jock tax. You might know what that is. If you're an NFL player, pro athlete, whatever, you have to pay taxes in every single state you play. So you play for the Dallas Cowboys that has no state income tax. Great. Like Will Levis plays in Nashville, right? Tennessee has no state tax. That number's 0. But then when you go play in California, guess what happens? You pay tax in that state. You've gone from 10.7 to $5.8 million. So half your money is going and you have not spent $1. And guess who doesn't know that? The people asking you for money. All they see is in the paper, you're getting 10.7 mil. I saw the NIL deal, you're getting $300,000. Give me some of that. Give me $100,000. Got $200,000 left. And if you don't know no better, yeah, okay, cool. All right, yeah, I got you, Mom. You raised me. Here's $100,000. I got $200,000 left. Uncle Sam goes, all right, but I need $150,000 of that. You only have $150,000. You gave 9% of your money to your mom. So you didn't know. It's about putting a plan in place. If you know this going in, you can do everything you want to do if you plan. If you don't, you're playing catch up. We can simplify all this stuff. That's our goal. Everybody has different responsibilities. Our goal is to make sure whatever yours are, we help you navigate it. I'm going to show you.
Yeah, so there you go. Some sage advice for these young guys coming in. How many of them are going to listen to this advice? I don't know. Well, we see them 5 years after the game, after they finish playing. A lot of them are dead broke. All right. So Ayesha Curry, she was back in the spotlight where a lot of people were ragging her for her going on Who's Your Daddy? I'm Your Daddy, whatever the hell it is, Call Her Daddy podcast. And there couldn't be 2 more contrasting women. One is a mother, and the other one is just a plain ordinary 304, right? And what do they have in common other than them being women? Well, the dichotomy is evident, but Ayesha Curry craves attention, and the people hold it against her. And I don't think it's quite right. So let's hear a little bit of this Call Your Daddy.
We were in a very public place. I'm trying to remember where. I'm blanking because I think this just like overshadowed the whole thing.
Mhm.
But she yelled out like, "Mommy, do you have weaves? Is that a weaves?" Like with an S. Do you have weaves in your hair? And I'm like, yes.
I'm crying. You're like, Ryan, thank you so much. Mommy loves you. Kids will humble you
They
every
will humble
fucking
you
day.
fast.
Okay, what's a bribe you used recently to get your kids to do something?
Oh, I paid my daughter, my 13-year-old Riley, and my niece. It's so bad.
Call Her Daddy is brought to you by T-Mobile. Okay, can we talk about, so you graduated high school early
Yeah.
to move to LA to
Yeah.
start your acting career.
Yeah.
Tell me about like coming out to LA. What early ambitions did you have for yourself, and like what
Yeah.
did you want?
Now, so this is a show. We, instead of me trying to find it, this podcast, she says that she never wanted to have children. She never looked at herself as getting married. And people ran with this in the internet, acting like she never liked Steph Curry. I mean, she was a young woman. Obviously, with the fifth kid getting ready to come, she changed her mind, right? Because when she went with Steph, he wasn't this multi-$500 million guy when she said yes to him. You know, so she's getting a lot of flack because, she went on Red Table Talk and said, Curry gets all the attention, and I miss getting attention and all this shit. But what fucking woman today doesn't? Right? Women are attention seekers, and in the internet age or the social media age, it's on steroids. Matter of fact, you guys out there, if your woman is glued to social media, if she can't last a day or something without it, maybe you should think about definitely not marrying her. And look at some of her social media content. You know what? Whether she has a number of a guy or not, you might have to do some research about how she interacts with her social media, and then decide on whether you want to have a woman in your life that you're going to dedicate yourself to, who's hooked on attention from social media and who's willing to tell stories about your life on social media. That shit's a no-no. So anyway, so Ayesha Curry gets a lot of flack for this interview because she has no business talking to this Call Your Daddy chick. But hey, listen, it takes all kinds, right? This could be the whore and the housewife if that was a new title or some shit like that, that kind of thing. So there are some contrasting things between them. And there's some things you'd be surprised are probably really similar, even though Ayesha Curry has led and is leading a completely different life. Anyway, and then here's some other tubes where people were just making assumptions, but here's the kind of thing that Ayesha Curry. Now, this video here, I don't know if that's that video, but this picture here, I don't know if that's a real picture or not. That's not the picture I saw in this little clip. Okay.
She must be talking about the fame.
4 kids.
Right.
Did you always knew you wanted a big family?
No. So I didn't want kids. I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be a career girl. And
It's all making sense now. It's Jada Pinkett Smith all over again.
that's it.
In this instance, she's saying she never wanted kids.
Okay, so that's where I saw it from. In this video here, that's where. So you saw what she said. And this guy kind of jumps to the conclusion. O'Shea Jupe Daxon, which he's doing a review of, is saying that this is a big deal. It's not a big deal for her before she got married to not want to have kids, to not want to do that. Because, God damn it, man. You know what? She changed her mind. She's on her 5th kid. 5. Now, the question is whether she's going to stay with Steph Curry after his playing days are over. Well, that's yet to be seen. Most women cut out. When the money stops and the fame stops, they cut out. Well, you know what? Maybe their marriage is on the clock. Maybe it's not. So I think she gets a lot of unfair criticism. Now, here's, I really do. So, again, like I said, here's baby number 5 coming, right? Did I have that picture? Maybe that picture. I want to go back to it because there's a picture of her, and I didn't. Maybe it's in here. Maybe I didn't put it in there. But hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and check.
So
Because
I didn't
they had a picture of her.
I didn't want to get
With
married.
a whole bunch of
I
dots.
thought I was going to
It's
be
all-
a career girl.
Here it is.
It's all
Here it
making
is.
sense now. It's
Are
Here
the
it
Bobo
is.
Boys. But then
There's this picture of her here with a whole bunch of dots and Drake. Now, if you notice, she's got the 304 outfit on and that kind of stuff. Now, I don't know when this picture was taken, but obviously she was married to Steph Curry in this picture. Now, I don't know what she's doing out with all these people and with this nasty motherfucker right here, Drake. I don't know. But she's not hugged up with him in this picture like they put on the thumbnail. So I'm not so sure that thumbnail is true or manipulated. And if it's if it's O'Shea Duke Jackson, you could take his thumbnail with a grain of salt. But still, she's in a room, dressed like this with this dude. Now, we don't know if he did all of them or not, right? Probably not, but, the implications are there. Now, I think that Steph Curry puts up with this behavior because he knows what kind of wife he has. I don't know if it makes him weak, but I know he knows that she seeks attention, and I think he lets her get it as long as she, stays within a certain bounds. But, you never know. When they're not in your presence, who knows what those boundaries are? It's going to be different than what she says. So this is why she gets a lot of flack, this kind of picture. So anyway, so that's the deal. So anyhow, here's, like I said, they got baby number 5 coming, and okay, so here's something that's moving off of her, and look at this one. This is what makes boxing a sham, right? Tank Davis fighting Jake Paul. Jake Paul walks around at 200 pounds or more. Tank Davis is a welterweight at best, even a junior welterweight. So I don't even know what kind of fight this is going to be. Now, they call it a exhibition, right? And the exhibition means that neither one of them will get a loss if they lose, okay? That's what that means. It's not that, exhibition gives you the connotation that they're not going to throw punches at each other. The truth of the matter is, yeah, they're supposed to be throwing punches at each other. But, there's weight classes for a reason. So this whole thing is going to be on Netflix. Okay, so November. Hey, by the way, this weekend, though, this weekend in September, is Crawford fighting Canelo. That's on Netflix, too. That's the one I should have a picture of, but I put this one up because I wanted to show you that the sham is going. But Netflix is paying these guys a pretty penny. All right, so I always have questions at the end. Is Ayesha Curry, is she really being treated unfairly? My answer to that was yes. I think so. I think she's being treated unfairly. She's a young woman. She's devoted herself, so to Steph Curry and the family. And with all the pressures of all her friends, probably half of them are thoughts and adulterers and all that kind of shit. She's under pressure to probably, be fly straight. So who knows what goes on in the life of a woman who has everything she possibly can want. A man with unlimited bank account, pretty much. Anything she wants, she probably can have. So accept the attention and some new penis. She can't have that, And so how does that manifest itself? Now, she could cheat, but it's very difficult for women in her position to cheat. You know why? Because once she has an affair, her life is over, because there's a secret that a guy is not going to keep. Not a glory-seeking guy, unless he's going to one day come back and say, "Listen, I'm going to spill the beans, unless you give me a certain amount of money." It's going to happen. So she can't even really cheat. That she's trapped. Steph is trapped, but she's trapped because she's the one who's seeking attention. So who knows? Anyway, Doris Burke gets demoted. And, they're trying to scramble with the, ESPN scrambling again on who's going to be on the front line of basketball games. And the truth of the matter is they should have never fired Mark Jackson or Jeff Van Gundy. They have, I don't know, it's been maybe 3 years now. Mark Jackson, Jeff Van Gundy, and Breen, they haven't come close to put the trio together that could hold a candle to these guys. Matter of fact, I believe them being gone helped the ratings go down. Right? I think there haven't been, people everybody likes Doris Burke, the matriarch kind of Doris Burke thing. But she couldn't replace these guys. Even the new booth that they're putting together with Richard Jefferson and somebody, man, they're not replacing Mark and Van Gundy and the kind of chemistry they had with Breen being a straight man. Get the hell out of here. That shit, they haven't come close, and they still won't come close. They still won't come close. All right, so there you go, man. Everybody misses, hand down, man down. That's what ESPN, hand down, man down. There you go. All right. Now, okay, who is going to be the surprise NFL team this year? Still kind of early to tell, a little too early to tell. I was hoping it would be the Jets, but who knows? Maybe give it 2 or 3 games to see how it shakes out, but I think some of the usual suspects will be right back there, especially in the AFC, right? So there you go. All right, so the fights that's coming up, Alvarez and Terrence Bud Crawford. Crawford is not, listen, Crawford had to come up from 147. He fought at 154. Yeah, he didn't look that good. Now he's at 168, I believe. That's where they're going to fight. At 168. Alvarez has been at 168 for years. So it's really, so Bud Crawford looks cut. He looks good. And he might have boxing skills over it, but can he take the punishment and the pressure that Alvarez is going to put on him? And can he hurt Alvarez with his punches? Can he hurt Alvarez? That's going to be the key. Anyway, Naoya, anyway, that he fights the next day. This guy is called a monster, but he's so small. And the reason why he's going to have trouble is because he's so small. The guy is a junior, not lightweight, but flyweight or some shit like that, man. That's right. So I'm saying so he's small. It's like 126 pounds. He might be able to get up to 130 and fight I guess a junior lightweight, because I think junior lightweight is 130. 135 is lightweight. 140 is junior welterweight. 147 is welterweight. So he might be able to put on 5 pounds and fight a junior lightweight. But the key really is to get big names. He'd have to go fight at lightweight. He'd have to get up 10 pounds, 9 to 10 pounds, so he could fight legitimate lightweight. And he's a small dude, but he's got a heavy punch. So I'd like to see what his progression is. But, he's a rock star in Japan. So he's probably making money. So he's probably comfortable with that small weight. But the reason why a lot of people don't know him is because he's at the lower weights. It's as simple as that. So Tank Davis, Jake Paul, that sham, we're going to see that. And then Benavidez, here's the guy that Canelo refuses to fight. And this is going to be in November, too, against Anthony Yarde. I think I've seen Yarde fight before, but I think Benavidez is going to probably destroy him. And they're going to be fighting at light heavyweight. So they're going to be fighting at 175. So that's the schedule for the fights that I've seen that I have a little bit of interest in. But this Saturday, I'm going to definitely be glued to the Bud Crawford fight. So I'm happy to see that. All right, so we're finished. I said this will be a lot shorter because I don't have my co-stars with me. All right, so you're on the Swivel at the Sports Bar. Hit the like button. If you see any of this thing, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Share this video. Tell people that I drop another one. Every Wednesday I drop one. Didn't do it last week because I was so frustrated that I didn't press play. Then I said, hey man, but I'll make it up. This is me making it up. So I'll have another video for you tomorrow. Join the chat, not the chat, but the comment section, because this is not live. And you do that. So you're on the Swivel at the Sports Bar, and we're gonna say goodnight. And thanks for listening. If you made it this far, you deserve to hear the outro.
Grab your friends, it's time to play. Join the fun, we're here all day. Watch the game with drinks in hand. On the swivel, let's take a stand. On the edge of our seats, we live for the thrill. In this moment together, we're feeling the chill. So here's to the laughter as we gaze at the stars. We say goodnight from the swivel at the sports bar. In the flicker of the screens where our spirits ignite, let's cherish this time as we fade into light. Tasty bites and big screen thrills. Every moment gives you chills. High fives and cheers, it's quite a sight. Join the crowd, it feels so right. As the game goes on, our hearts beat as one. Memories in the making, oh, this night's just begun. So here's to the laughter as we gaze at the stars. We say goodnight from the swivel at the sports bar. In the flicker of the screens where our spirits ignite, let's cherish this time as we fade into light. So good night, my friends, till we meet again. In this world of the game, through thick and through thin.
Don't forget, Unique Sports Talk, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Our pain over and out.